Hi folks, just back from a ride. This will be, I guess it'll be 14 if you're following along with the whole series. One little note here, so I did the same route that I did, I guess several rides ago. It's probably 2 or 3 weeks ago at least. And I kind of got a little tired at the end, and I cut a corner. And I think I only missed the end of the route that I had put in by a couple of 100 feet, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. But the Karoo has spent the last mile pretty much trying to reroute me back to that 100 feet that I missed, which seems kind of silly. There's no way that I'm aware of, unless I'm missing something or I have not seen something. There's no user manual, as many of you probably know, so there's no way to know, I guess. But it would be nice if you could just cancel the route. If you're in an area that's familiar, or you just don't feel like going to the end and you're gonna cut it off a little bit short, that would be good. I was hoping to, and I forgot again, I apologize, to put in some of the new data fields. I went through them briefly in the last video, but overall I would say everything is pretty good. I'm not sure how readable the Garmin is, but it says 21.7 miles. It says an hour and 20 minutes, but it's paused. It says 185 watts normalized. The Karoo says 183 watts normalized and 21.4 miles, so it's 0.3 of a mile approximately, rounded difference. And it's still running at an hour and 25, but that's because I haven't paused it. So probably keep this short. We'll go inside and put the data summary up, but I'm guessing it's going to be good because I really didn't see any issues. But the routing is still a little weird, and none of the things that I actually reported in that previous routing video were fixed. So I approached a rotary that I was just gonna take the first exit from the roundabout or rotary, and the icon indicated that I was supposed to go 3/4 of the way around. So a lot of that routing stuff is still not quite fixed. I think it's on their radar, but maybe I need to kind of draw some pictures or something and report these. But generally, I actually expect things to be good. There were no drops that I could see. These I didn't really look at very much today, although they're fun to look at in general, but I really was just kind of out for a ride, enjoying the sun that had finally popped out. None of these things are going to be very interesting, but that's it. We'll see you inside. Hi folks, so back inside a couple hours later here, and just very quickly, because it's good news again, but I feel like I should keep doing these even if it's good news. I'm not trying to bash them. And on the flip side, you kind of forget about these things when you own a device for a long time, but I've had my Garmin 2 or 3 years, I guess now, and kind of forgot about it until today, where I ended the ride, saved the Karoo ride, did the upload, and once I recovered from my brain fart and turned on Wi-Fi, it uploaded just fine. Same thing with the Garmin, phone in the back pocket, just like it always is. Of course, the Garmin doesn't have direct internet access. It has to talk through the phone. So hit the button, saved the ride, came inside, and the Garmin hadn't uploaded. So, it's not, the Garmin is certainly not immune to its own issues. I don't know if that's a phone issue or a Garmin issue or some combination of both, but anyways, in the name of being fair, the Garmin didn't upload today. I had to go back down to the garage, grab the Garmin off the thing, bring it inside, start it up again, wait for it to connect to the phone, and upload the ride. So anyway, so everything's good here. Duration is 4 minutes off because of auto pause. All the other numbers are very good. Let's see. I was trying to think if I saw. I went through this quickly, like I usually do before I start recording, but it was a couple hours ago, and then I got distracted. High cadence, max cadence is a little bit off, but
who knows that which one is at this point. They're getting so close, and the Garmin has, or I'm sorry, the Karoo has been consistently so close that now I'm not sure which one might be wrong. The distance is still off, and I should have, and I didn't, and I think I explained this in the preceding video or the preceding clip on this video, that I just got a little tired and trimmed the ride off. Had I gone the full route, I might have had a better feel for which ride was longer than or which of these numbers is more accurate, because I had mapped out the route, although I didn't map it from home, from my driveway. I mapped it from a distance away, so I guess that really wouldn't have helped us. But average speeds off here by, what is this? Yeah, it's off. I don't know why this is 0.2 because it's 15.9. There must be some sort of rounding issue here where it's displaying one thing here and displaying, because that's only 0.1. Anyway, moving on. These are all good. The differences are probably as a result of the pausing. This information is all good. The only difference here was that when I paused to take the video that you'll see on the end of the clip, or the end of the video, I paused both devices. This one I got stuck at a light, so I didn't pause the Karoo. And I think I must have paused I think I recorded when I got back to my house. I recorded, and you saw me flipping through the pages. That's why the Karoo keeps going. I had paused the Garmin but not saved it, so that explains the differences. And again, little, flashes of color here, but nothing really concerning. Power curve is almost exact. And again, for some reason, the speed curve is low on the Karoo, although the numbers all add up, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. If you see that I'm missing something obvious, feel free to point it out in the comments. Power curve is good, heart rate curve is good, and this is probably accounted for, again, by the pausing towards the end of the ride, where I left the Karoo running and didn't leave the Garmin running. The speed is going to be shifted to the left for the Karoo, which is in purple again because of those changes. Or I'm sorry, because you could see in this other one that or where is it? This one, that it's slow by 1 or low by a little bit, and this is the left shift would kind of, I think, go along with that. Cadence was very good, and that's basically it. So I'll let you see some more of the local area with the ending clip, and thanks for watching.